Welcome, everybody. It is the final of the Club World Cup today. We have Chelsea, PSG. Thanks for joining in. Before we get right after it, I do remind everyone, if you will, please like and subscribe. Helps the channel up, helps the channel out immensely. So I am sorry to say, Sherman Dave not with me right now. I don't know if he will be popping in. I had a bit of a family emergency there last minute, so. As of now, I'm flying solo. That may change as we go on. See how it goes. But yeah, I mean things happen. Life gets in the way, especially when somebody in your family and something happens, you gotta take right. So here we are, towards the end now of the opening ceremonies of the Club World Cup final here at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Of course, in American fashion, full military color guard. Flags are flying. They got the drums going. Nice. National anthem. Yeah, we're going to get the American national anthem. Here we go. No English or French or. This is why they don't even do this in FIFA matches typically. This is a very American thing to do. They do it in Canada as well, but I don't know. Any other countries do this? Just curious to know. Definitely know it's huge at North American sporting events. My wife made me a daiquiri. Super hot out. Nice and cool in the basement. So chill down here for a couple hours, keep them cool. But man, just bacon out there today. It is mid-July. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird, I guess, seeing this at especially a final, not featuring anything American whatsoever. I guess American investment, perhaps a little bit in some of these teams. I don't know what extent. Chelsea, the Glazers, are they American? Dash was here. Are they? Blue Coke. Oh, that's right. There was the Russian. Oh man, it's more complicated. Okay, there is an American. Yeah, there is American investment in it. In Chelsea. Let's see. PSG ownership. Doing this live. I know it's obviously the Qatari sports investment. It's mostly just Qatari. Yeah. Okay, well at least there's some American investment going on here. America, guys. America. I know a lot of you guys are America. This is probably super normal and patriotic for you, anyways. Just like I said, just not used to seeing it at a FIFA match like this. And of course, the fireworks, all the Bud Light signs around the stadium. It's a very nice looking stadium. I'm not gonna lie. Very American. There was. I didn't watch it, but yeah, like it's just suburbia. They just panned out to all of suburbia. Oh, the fly bass. What do we get? We got a couple jets. Oh, those are just. Yeah, those are just the trainers. Oh, they cheaped out on this one. Those look like F4s. Old ass mothers. From the Cold War era. Yeah. Yeah. Not impressed. Yeah, I'll do the aviation commentary too while I'm here. You guys know I'm good for it. I am in the aviation industry. I'll make fun all I want. I mean, F4s are still pretty sweet, but they're just no F-22. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's I guess get into the lineups a little bit. Enough commentating on just the bullshit. So we have an Iranian Alireza Afghani refereeing, head ref today at the MetLife Stadium. Don't know much about the guy, so I can say. Not one of the big names that I expected to see. Some pretty big refs. I keep on saying that. Pretty big refs have been refereeing this tournament. But Alireza Afghani, like they wouldn't put him in charge if he didn't have a lot of. Let's see what his record is. Let's just do it live. Let's see it. Is there inside FIFA transfer market? There we go. Transfer market would do it. Australian citizenship. Okay. And how many competitions? A fair amount. 220 appearances in the Persian Golf Pro League, giving 778 cards. I don't know if that says anything about or the ref or the league, the ref itself. See anything World Cup qualifications? If World Cup, 7 appearances. Yeah, so he's done a bit. Done a bit. Giving the guy a chance. But no matter. Get into the lineup. For Chelsea, who is the home crowd, the home team today, Sanchez in net, Cucurella, Colwill, Chalaba, and Gusto in the back four. Caicedo and James in the midfield. Up top, you have a trident of Neto, Hernandez, Palmer, and João Pedro up top as the striker. PSG with a more traditional 4-3-3 goes with the Mendes, Beraldo, Marquinhos, and Hakimi backline. Midfield of Ruiz, Vitinha, and Neves, and a trident of Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and Doué. Look at the bench. No yellow cards. Nobody yelled for yellows. Interesting enough. I thought they might. No, they reset that final. But big benches. Chelsea, as always, just like huge bench. But they can bring on quite a bit. Jorgensen's, Onina, Penders, and Salmino, Ekimpong, Sar, Adarbio. They have a lot of just like young and random guys. Hugh Sandham, Santos, Dewsbury, Hall, Lavia, Nkuku, Delap, Guyu, Jackson, George, and Badiashile on the bench for PSG. They have Tanasa, Safonov, Mara, Pembe, Moscardo, Mayuru, Zaire Emery, Barcola, Ramos, Mbaye, and King in Lee. So there you go. That's the lineups for today. PSG's been on fire, man. I don't know what to say. PSG has been on fire. I think they got this. I don't know if Chelsea really. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll show up like they have because Chelsea's had a good run of form as well. Can't take that away from them. But PSG essentially will round up the Grand Slam, if you will. Obviously, the Club World Cup. This is kind of a renewed tournament. It has been on for a while. Not a regular tournament to be played for a team to get a trophy in. But PSG just cleaning house this year, and this might just completely fill up their cabinet this year. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see if they can do this. Listen, I don't really. I'm neutral in this game. At the end of the day, I really don't care who does win. I guess if I was to have a bias, that would be like anti-Premier League, if anything, just to keep the tempers down on the Premier League. Not that I'm huge on PSG, but I think it is something special if they do kind of do the clean sweep this year, especially getting rid of Mbappe. Of course, just a massive wage bill, huge budget, but one that is smaller, less full of shit, if you will, as compared to even just last year. This is kind of a revision PSG in a sense, and they're finally winning with that method. So yeah, it just even though it's huge budget, once again, it's all about building the squad. Chelsea, I mean, they've definitely built a squad as well over the past few years here. Huge investments. They're two big powerhouses. At the end of the day, they're two massive powerhouses. PSG, I think they got this. In terms of scoreline, I think they just unload again. 3-1? Go with 3-1. Is this going to be a delayed start? What time? Yeah, we're at 3:03 already. We're still the dog and pony show going on here. And this is something else, talking about the way Americans do sports. Now, they have been pretty good starting on time throughout this tournament. As we get more fireworks, more pyrotechnics going on in the stadium. But American sports often do not start on time because they have such a production, as we're seeing right now. Now, they're about underway in another couple minutes, I'm sure. Like, they still have these inflatables. They got the whole crew running on now to clean it up. But we are still at least a couple. Oh, that's a fucking army of people running out onto the field to clean this up. I mean, that is kind of impressive, not gonna lie. Just the logistics of this all. The amount of money that's being spent. And they still cheaped out on the aircraft that flew past. After all that, you know? But yeah, if this was the Super Bowl, would get like at least a fourth generation jet flying by. Not no measly like second or third generation. The sugar rim as well. I usually don't have these things, but like I said, it's warm out, and the wife made it for me, so it is what it is. LJJ, how's it going? Another nice view. Like, that stadium is ugly. All right, boys, let's clean it up. Let's get underway. Have a commercial break. So we were a little bit delayed here in the start, as expected. Yeah, I think just PSG has been so hot. The team is just clicking. Even Chelsea, the way that they've been performing. I don't know. What's your prediction? I, and I hate these games where it's like, oh man, I kind of want to hate both teams in a way. The hate watch? No, it's not a hate watch. I don't think so. Dan Davenport said, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?" I'm ready for this one to get going. What else could we look at while we wait? This delayed start. Okay, let's bring this up. Just their past five. Their past five is pretty similar. In that they've won the last four. Fifth one, both, of course, in this tournament is a loss. Both to teams that they rightfully should have won against the Brazilian team. So Chelsea losing to Flamengo 3-1. PSG losing to Botafogo 1-0 as well. But other than that, Chelsea Fluminense 2-0, Chelsea Palmeiras 2-1, Chelsea Benfica 4-1, and then 3-0 Esperance, which I don't even remember that game at all. Oh, that was right at the beginning. I was on the road. That's why. That's why I don't remember that game. And then PSG 2-0 over Southampton, 4-0 over. What did I say? Seattle Sounders. I just expected like a proper team. No, Seattle Sounders beating Miami 4-0, Bayern 2-0, and Madrid, of course. That's the big one. When you're beating Bayern 2-0, Madrid 4-0, that's when I'm like, all right, yeah, no. Like, Chelsea has had a significantly easier route to the final here. Donnarumma is rumored to being linked to a move to Chelsea. He is being linked just about everywhere. He always is, every summer. Every summer. I mean, I'm surprised there aren't more links for him to Juve. There has been. Beginning, there was. Is this, are we Rumble? What? Oh man, that guy is old. He does not have it in him. That's the, I don't know his name. He's a famous announcer, dude. I can't remember what his name is. But we are finally Got kickoff. Here we go. It's about time. Only 8 minutes late. I will get the scoreboard up. It's about to sync it up here, and I'll bring it up for you guys. Give me a quick sec. Bam. All right. Synced up. Here we go. We're underway. The final. Fairly exciting tournament past month. Can't complain overall. Being an enjoyable tournament despite the criticism. Here's Chelsea already looking. Now Pedro with Palmer now lays it off, curls it in. Donnaruma's got it. So a bit of a look already, Chelsea. I'm still surprised though, especially for a prolific footballer like Cole Palmer, that he's still using a bowl to cut his hair. I thought that was like a 2022 thing, the bowl cut for these Englishmen. No, Cole's still doing it. 23, still sucking on his mama's tit. So, Pedro again. Can't find a way through. Oh, look, Dan knows. Michael Buffa. Dan knows what's up. Yeah, he's gotten fucking old, man. I sometimes forget how old I got myself, right? When I was a kid, these guys were in their prime, and now they're just old. Happens to the best of us. Still Chelsea, though, early on. Obviously, the game plan is to go quick. Space on the left. Neto, and ball does get through on the cross. Takes a bit of deflection, goes through. From Chelsea. Ooh, there was a handball there. And there's the whistle. Yeah, they saw it. Cole Palmer without football would just be a preschool reject. I'm sure a lot of these guys probably are. A lot of athletes, right? They sometimes they're one-trick ponies. Need to be really good at one thing, right? LJJ says 3-3 and extra time. I have family over right now. Maybe I do want this to go long then. Yeah, I got family over. My wife's had family over for the next week, so knock out for a couple hours for this one. Maybe it's a bit longer. We'll see. Actually, can somebody confirm? I should have checked this. Do they do the extra time for the final? Let's see. Is there extra time penalties? Scores level when the full time was blown in a knockout game, a 30-minute extra time, spent 250. Yeah. Yeah, so it's standard. It's standard. Yeah. According to the Independent. If we trust the Independent. If you trust them. I don't, typically. Something like this, you should be able to trust them. But no, I don't. I do not trust the Independent otherwise. I mean, not be able to watch Serie A matches as they have moved to the zone. That's right. In a few European jurisdictions, that is true. Serie A has its rights picked up by the zone. Canada, I still haven't heard. As far as I know, it's still on Fubo. I'm good either way. I got both descriptions. Oh, here we go. It's again Chelsea with a through ball. Bit of space. Slow down now. PSG doing well to come back. Ben deep. And Chelsea again looking good. Marquinhos steps in. Good defense. Now just kicked away. Pressure's on. PSG needs to regroup. TNT Sports decided not to renew contract for Serie A matches. TNT is in the grand scheme of networks is smaller, than some of these other guys. Oh, here's Palmer again. Base there on the right, doesn't take that option, holds it up. Oh, he's dancing. He's dancing right now. And Gusto can't get that cross in. And more desperate defending, kick downfield. Chelsea, they'll recover it. And they're looking really good right now. And Gusto can't get to that one. It's a goal kick. Yeah, so now in terms of TV rights, another big sport we like around in this channel is F1. And not that I care, I have F1 TV. But after this big movie, the F1 movie done by Apple Studios, they're getting closer and closer now to get the TV rights deal in the US for F1. And they're becoming a big player because they have MLS now. Which, I mean, it's a step in the right direction if that's what you care about. Being a competitor in the sports streaming world. Personally, I want less. There's just too many. I need less subscriptions. Yeah, it's getting a bit much. Yeah, and Sky, because you're in England, so you have that option. I believe Germany does as well. Palmer again, space on the right. Oh, the cut-in doesn't work, but Gusto helps out. Has deep. Play just slowed up now, but it's again in the PSG defensive zone, and Chelsea's just playing with it. And bring it back now, though. Just regrouping a little bit. Trying to open up the field. Almost just toying with it. Now, of course, the dangerous thing, there's no goals up on the board. So a quick counterattack can really change this around. And if Chelsea can't capitalize, it could be dangerous. But, laid off, and it's in the back of the net. Is there an offside there, though? Oh, that was close, and Palmer does get in the back of the net. But in the passage of play, there must have been an offside. Let's look at this again. Yes, Neto is a step offside there when he plays the pass back. Oh no, it goes out. I thought that was in. From that angle, it looked like it was in, but no, it hit that back back support upright. Jesus. So it wasn't even an offside, it was just an out of bounds. I'm pretty sure. Did I see that right? It looked like a goal to me. That last replay looked like it wasn't. It was a screamer though, that Yeah, okay, so you were fooled as well. It did look like a goal. Or at least that it was in the back of the net. Another ball in. And Kelsey's just like finding the space. It doesn't work out though. PSG kicks it away. But just the amount of space that they're finding, a long ball this time. No support on the counter, unfortunately. PSG needs to regroup, slow it down, find some rhythm. And they're really slowing it down now. Just taking a breath even. They're getting booed because they're not doing anything with it. I don't really blame them. Give them 30 seconds, just catch their breath. But over the top now, down the right. And Hakimi gets on it. So finally PSG with a bit of forward movement. It's pretty much been 10 minutes. The whole game so far. But here we go. And this is the danger. The talent that PSG can get loaded up here. So for the first time in this match, Chelsea have sat down in their defensive formation. Kvaratskhelia trying to find space. Not there. but making Chelsea think a little bit, having to defend for once. No penetration, though. So PSG's just really tentative at the moment. I honestly just think they're trying to catch their breath. It is a warm day out there as well. Let's check that New Jersey weather. How hot is it? 28, so I mean, not blistering, but that's warm. It's warm enough. Let's see, what is that? 28 C and F is 82. Warm, but not blistering. I mean, running around. Obviously, it's hot. But it looks like it's full sun as well. So they'll be cooking a little bit, simmering away. And here's the first whistle for a foul. Mendes is down. Oh, wow. That was, I mean, just a kick through the ball, but the leg kept on going right into the face. It was a bit of an interesting foul. I think he'll be all right here. Yeah, they already looked a little bit gassed, PSG. Dan is asking my opinion about Gattuso for the head coach of the national team. For Italy, of course. Oh, wow, Casado just ran through him. It's clean, though, allegedly. And now there's some contact and a little chippy all of a sudden. I mean, Gattuso, we're fucked. We're fucked, man. I don't know. I don't know, really, if I should have expectations. I feel it's a lot like with the Tudor situation is like, oh, but just more Grinta. Yeah, Grinta, it'll work. Yeah, I don't know. Chelsea winning in a back dangerous area. Oh, who can control the ball right now? Nobody wants to have it. And it goes free kick to PSG as Desiree Doué takes a clip. "25 degrees in England." Yeah, 29 today here. It's like 29, 30 all week. Nice and warm, sun beating down, not a cloud in the sky. I know that's hot for England. You guys lose it when it hits 30. Like, it's the end of the world. So despite the early action, no score. And surprisingly, it all came from Chelsea. Yeah, Gattuso's not going to do any better than Spalletti. I just don't see it. He'll have different favorites. We'll get a different look. I'll see. I think it'll be a bit more blue collar than what Spalletti would give you. But will you see guys like Di Lorenzo again? Or at least as a starter? I don't know. Di Lorenzo was getting cooked a lot. It was a Spalletti favorite. So yeah, there's going to be little changes like that in terms of how he wants to line it up. But I don't think he's the kind of coach that's going to get you anything. The hot weather in England has been great to dry your clothes outside. There is always that bonus, of course. Yeah, because energy is really expensive in Europe as well. So anytime you can save on that. My wife's been asking me to put up a clothesline, but she can't decide where it's going. And it's been a year now, so she decides. I was going to go to a tree, but now we want to cut down the tree. It's a mess. Here's PSG though. Oh, finding the wide ball, and no, you shoot that! You shoot that, buddy! Oh my god! You had nothing but net! Oh my lord! Desiree Douay, you take that shot. That's the inexperience. That's a 20-year-old for you. Should have done better. What a pass across the face, the net, losing all the defenders, laying into the feet of Douay. All he had to do was kick through that ball, and it would have been 1-0 PSG on the flick of a switch. And now it's going the other way. Chelsea dumping it down to Pedro, who cuts back. Oh, and can't lay down nicely for a finish. Teams are starting to take a look, though. So now that both teams have, that makes sense. 16 minutes in, both teams have had a look, start to settle in. Chelsea clearly going in fresh, trying to get the quick one. Now a little fatigued. PSG looking like they're a little bit more strategic and focused on playing that long game, the full 90 minutes here. Because it is warm out. And even if Chelsea did come and grab a quick one in the first 10 minutes or so, it looks like that was a lot of energy. And now PSG can just bide their time and capitalize on that. And it looks like they might just have enough patience here. The way they're moving their ball, a little bit more methodical, not really rushing the play. Whereas Chelsea is definitely trying to break the line, pumping forward. That ball over the top could have been tricky, but cleaned up by Chelsea and dumped down range. That's where the coaching comes in now. But Fellaini from Timu did well. Oh, hold on. Here is Douay. Oh, and Sanchez gets the hand down and enough to just stop that ball up. It dribbles up around a little bit. He picks it up. Wasn't a clean save, but does enough to get that hand down onto the ground. Hard save. Made it look easy. So sorry, going back to Kripasibi here, but Fellaini from Timu did well to anticipate that pass from Douay. Yeah, of course, but I mean, but still, Douay, just bad decision. Take that shot, put it wide. Even if he saves it, it spills back out into the box. You don't know what happens. You got to take that shot. Yeah, young though. All right, those are those moments. Oh, what a play over the top as he gets hauled down, and it's PSG lacking that forward momentum though. They hold it up. Really expecting them to break the line. I don't know who it was. Was Hakimi getting hauled down there? But it would have been a lot more dangerous. But again, PSG just a lot more patient, willing to bide their time. We know they can do it, right? And they'll score late, they'll score early, they'll throw whenever the damn up police, essentially. We're looking at some celebrities that I don't recognize. Anybody recognize those people? Who was that old dude that was singing at the beginning? I want to say it was Sting, but it was not Sting. I'm just trying to think of like really old artists that should take her easy. Obama? No, no, too cool for Obama. Obama's a square. And there would have been security, like dudes in suits and earpieces. Because even ex-presidents get the bodyguard. Nice by Hakimi coming through the middle. And Kvaratskhelia, and nobody there. Yeah, she's just looking a little, I guess, weak. Not as physical. Kelsey's winning those 50-50s. I do have this feeling now as 21 minutes down. Oh no, here's a big mistake now. Gusto cuts back, can't get the ball through. Palmer tries it and sneaks it in past Donnarumma in the low corner, far post. Oh man. I mean the kid's got a deft foot, doesn't he? That's 1-0 Chelsea. And just like that, just off a mistake. And is there a bit of a tussle on the field now? Oh yeah. Of course Enzo's in on it. And what is the issue on hand here? James and Nikita seem to be hashing it out. Enzo's still upset. But Neto that screwed up. Man, the defense failed to clear that ball. Palmer capitalizes. Just not Palmer. Okay, let's look at it back again. Oh, that's why. Was it on Sanchez? But Gusto, anyways, capitalizes on the mistake, cuts it back, tries the shot, doesn't get through. Palmer's now flying in from the midfield. Ball's dropped back to him, and he just curls it around. Man. It's precision. And through legs, of course. It's just precision. Out of the reach of Donnarumma, curls it to the outside and back in. It's beautiful, that shot. PSG's been looking shaky. And there you go. 1-0 Chelsea. Not what I was expecting early on like this. Stadium's full though today. My lord, is that 80,000 people? I think the stadium, something crazy. Let's look. MetLife Stadium capacity for soccer, 82,000. Huge. All right, PSG, you're gonna have to pick this one up now. Sorry, slurping in the mic. How rude of me. My wife's gonna have to make me another one, isn't she? She said she'd make me another one. I don't know what she's waiting for. Clearly, there wasn't that much vodka in there. Not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was like, real strawberries. That was nice. Nice refreshing drink. Everyone's got to stay cool. We got 20 minutes here to do something this first half. I'd like to see him get one back here. Just keep the game interesting, right? Obviously, we want some goals, but PSG, they should have. They should have been up. Man, and again, PSG just won everything this year. Is this when they fumble it? You'd think the teams that they had to beat to get here, and again, not to put on Chelsea, but to lose to Chelsea of all the other teams he beat, honestly, it's a little disappointing. Assuming they do lose this, I guess we'll chill out a little bit. Lots of game to play. And here's our first cooling break. So that's, I guess, the first quarter, if you will. They might as well just put soccer into quarters at this rate, right? If they're just going to do cooling breaks. Let's just have quarters. That could be a discussion in and of itself, is how time is kept in football. I mean, we're as regulars, we're used to it. We know how it's done, but the amount of times I've had people like, I don't get why they count. Why do they count up? How does extra time work? Now with cooling breaks as well, they don't even stop the clock. But no, it's a perfect time to have a stop clock. Whatever. Preaching to the choir, I'm sure. So LJJ said that's good. Chelsea scored first. Is that because you want Chelsea to win, or we will likely watch a great match? So you're saying because Chelsea scored first that PSG should open this up and we're going to have a good one ahead. Anytime you get an earlier goal, that's not bad for the match. Should be. Okay, they're looking at this first non-goal. Did it go in the back? It didn't. It did go out. Again, it looked like that one went in. Even with that replay, but it didn't. And here's the one from Dewey. Oh, that's the save. That's the one he did put on net. Yeah, that's huge. That was going underneath them. And then here's the Gusto. Man, just too many opportunities, honestly. And that's what happens. You make the mistake, you're scrambling. Can't control the play. And Donnarumma was reaching. It was just placed perfectly. Just he needs a better haircut, man. English people. Dan, explain this to me. You live in England. Why they like this? Why do they have such bad haircuts? About to get underway again. And we're off. Dan doesn't know. He's just go on the street and ask him for me. Okay, there's this Canadian guy that wants to know why you guys have brutal haircuts. Their heads have weird shapes. I've seen non-shitty English haircuts though. Like it makes sense. Oh man. Just because they all have funny heads. PSG on the ball, still not looking like they're in any rush for this one. And they give it away. And Palmer, once again. And he puts it in the back of the net. Exact same way. It's just he didn't need the pass this time. Just did it all himself. And it's 2-0 Chelsea. Or 2-0 Cole Palmer, I should say. Good thing I put him on the thumbnail today because he's lighting it up. Jeez. 2-0 Chelsea over PSG. Is anybody going to mark him? Slow him down? Do anything? You just walked through your fucking box and scored, dude. You gonna let that happen? Embarrassing. Holy shit, man. Cole Palmer and the shitty haircut just lighting it up. Another over the top. It was pretty much the same. Instead of going over the top and Gusto getting on it, It's just went straight to Palmer this time. And it's just you can't stop that. This is Donnarumma. Massive size of a man. One of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he's just getting screwed around by Cole Palmer and a shitty haircut. I mean, even if he had a defensive line helping him out. You gotta wake the fuck up. Fighting for it a little bit. Chelsea getting away with a bit of a sloppy tackle on the ground. Oh man, this is getting chippy. No calls on the play. We'll see how this plays out. PSG maybe a bit unlucky on the tugging, the physical contact there in the midfield. They just can't get away with it. But ref letting them play it out. Yeah, and I think the kicker there, LJJ, is Chelsea is more physical. Oh, and there's a handball. They're going to let that take advantage. More space here. Chelsea open up on the left. They'll slow it down now. They don't need to overcommit going up 2-0 now. They can definitely play a little more conservatively. And I imagine just try to see this half out. Or not. I mean, maybe they'll just keep on searching. Maresca is a genius. I don't know if Maresca's a G. Like, the squad's built well. Is he doing anything special? Or does he just have his players playing the game? I mean, I think it's mentality, a lot of it. Right? And this discussion that we've had is that the mentality sucks these days. It just does. I mean, you look at these Brazilian teams, they're, for all intents and purposes, are overmatched. And yeah, we don't have any in the final, but they did pretty well. Right? Different mentality going, as opposed to these prissy-ass Europeans. But if you can get these prissy-ass Europeans, they got all the skill in the world. If you get them playing physical like Maresca has. I mean, I'll make a hockey analogy here. I know you guys love those. But you see these high-skilled teams like the Leafs and the Oilers, Toronto and Edmonton, right? They both lose out to Florida, who isn't as skilled as a team. They're just tougher and can go longer. 2 Stanley Cups in a row. So yeah, is he a genius? Or does he just knows how to get boys playing? Oh, yellow card. Ooh, dissent. Neto is in the book now. Having a conversation with the ref. I'm just kind of cut in. Not really sure what happened, but must have said something that was not appreciated. So now this is where I get interested with the referee. He's a lot of the play out. Shirt tugs, tackles, what have you. Usually going Chelsea's way. But now Chelsea get a card for dissent. I don't know how I feel about that. Of course, I don't know what was said, what context. But I would expect, like, if I was a ref, I would need somebody to be going on about, like, dead baby jokes or something for me to throw a yellow card for dissent. Are they just too soft? You let the boys play physically, but the words hurt? I don't know. Again, don't have enough information. See how the rest of this game plays out. PSG going to be searching for their first here. 10 minutes left. And they just can't find the space. Oh, boot the ball. Oh, and that is a yellow. Really? Okay. I technically, by the rules, yeah, technically. So Caicedo on João Neves, he pushes him off. In frustration, he kicks the ball. This doesn't really boot it, but kicks the ball. Immediately understands his mistake and apologizes, and gets the yellow card. So that's Neto and Caicedo now on nothing yellows, honestly. And I wonder how that's going to play out now further in the game. Because with that physicality that the midfield has been playing on Chelsea, a couple of yellow cards, we'll see. We'll see if that has an effect. Is this BJ? Did you just change your name? Is this BJ? You just changed the SUVFC? No, I don't think that's backwards enough. SUVFC, you new around here? Let me know. And if you are, welcome in. But he's saying, or she, I don't know. Let us know who you are. PSG lost the midfield. Where was their strength? They can't build up. No team could stop that so far. Oh, that's just classic football, right? Like you gotta control that midfield, especially when you're playing top teams like this, right? You control that midfield, you control the game, and yeah, very true. Chelsea has been dominant there. PSG just can't figure it out when they do have the ball. It's not moving through that midfield, and we do see that if you want to use that Juventus example. That we've had those same issues, right? We don't have that technical midfield to work it through. PSG does have that technical midfield. But Chelsea just, again, being more physical. What a lot of that's coming down to. And at the end of a long tournament like that, it's often the more physical team that's going to come out on top. Because this tournament's not about winning one game. Of course, any given Sunday, anything could happen. But it's about playing that whole tournament or the whole league, whatever it might be. And this is where the beauty of the tournament, the different leagues. Now, yeah, Chelsea and PSG, they'll play in the Champions League, whatever. They'll see each other from time to time. But still, generally speaking, we have this clash of cultures. And the Premier League is more physical. Like PSG, great team, obviously, beaten Inter, for instance, in the Champions League, beaten teams that are more physical, a lot more grindy, if you will. But on the day, at the end of this long tournament, in the heat of the day, do they have enough to step it up that last rung of the level and get it past the line? And right now, that's Chelsea. That's why Tudor is looking for a midfielder that can get the ball back, a player that can press nonstop. Yeah, hold up. Oh, what a punch from Sanchez coming in with authority. And immediately, Enzo on the left. Oh, and just cooked it straight into Donnaruma's hands, who immediately to Kvaratskhelia, and he's clapped. That's got to be a yellow, and it's out. That's 3 successive yellows now for Chelsea. Malo Gusto this time in the books. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia trying to dance around Gusto and gets clipped. Clear yellow. And that was That was ping pong there for a moment. PSG with it. 5 minutes left. This is their time, honestly. They got to do this at this point. Get one back. I mean, one goal, 45 minutes is not bad. Two, though, and that's a rough second half. Ball cleared downfield, and Chelsea's happy to see this one out after accumulating 3 yells. They want to get past the line this one. 2-0 going to the half, regroup, calm the nerves. 3 yellows, not great, but manageable. But they gotta manage. Otherwise, PSG really use that to their advantage as they're looking once more. Late into the half, nice little feed by Doué. Maintains control as he mispasses and sees it out for a corner. Vitinha's going to take this one right side, or I guess left of the keeper. Takes it short. Up to the top, Doué. Can't find the space, has to cycle it. Vitinha with it again. And Dembele, bad decision, chips it. Sanchez had to decide to pick it up or let it roll out, and he now pick it up to redistribute. Failed attempt by PSG. And just more to their woes so far in this game. Bad decisions, inability to get on the end of that ball and just capitalize almost 50-50s, those little chances. And Chelsea looking to cycle this one the other way. Palmer, not Mark, feeds it through. Oh my lord! And it's 3-0. Oh my lord, Joe Pedro just walks through the defense as the ball trickles into his feet. 1-0 onto the goalkeeper, and it's 3-0 Chelsea. 42nd minute, and PSG are on their knees. My lord, and Palmer's pass was silky smooth. Like to be honest, that was an easy goal. Palmer just put it on a fucking platter. I mean, it was a bit of a technical shot. It wasn't a gimme by any means. Donnarumma was coming out heavy. But again, just the pass was on a platter. And Palmer, with 2 goals and a silky smooth pass, it's one of those games. Do I even want to say it's Chelsea right now? Or Palmer is having just one of those games that it's elevating the level of the entire Chelsea organization. And I hate the fact that somebody that cuts his hair with a bowl around his head is this damn good, because I hate it. I hate that he can't get a proper haircut. How much does this man make and he can't get a haircut? Look it up. Yeah. Nobody cares about the ads. Paul Palmer, let's go. How much do you make, you 23-year-old shitty hair motherfucker? 6.76 pounds. That's 7.85 million euros. I mean, he's getting pretty healthy salary. And at this rate, he'll probably 8-year contract, though. That's actually fairly smart contract. Locking him in for 8 years. It's one of those, like, initially, it's probably pretty expensive when he's like 21, 22. You know. Yeah, because he was making about 1. A huge salary. But after 8 years, it's gonna look probably like a bit of a discount. So evens out a little bit in the end. A yarmulke? 6 minutes added, Jesus. Okay. I think there were 6. I know the cooling break is 2 or 3 minutes. Kukurea. Okay, they do give that one away. That was a heavy challenge by Kukurea. Yeah, I didn't think there were 6 minutes though. I understand goal celebrations and all the stoppages were fairly quick. Regardless, do a they changed their formation up a little bit. I think they did here. Oh yeah, PSG is looks. I think they're at a 4-2-4. Just trying to throw some guys forward. Hell shit is defending brilliantly in transition on the counter is something else. Oh, they can't get that ball through. Kevar jumps on it. Come on, PSG. You need to get something before the half. This is embarrassing. You've embarrassed so many teams, and now you're getting embarrassed here. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea's done everything right. They haven't really put a step wrong. A couple of silly yellows. That's the biggest scar on this half for them. But other than that, oh, wow, what a hell. Oh, brilliantly placed, but Sanchez just gets there. Oh, Lord, that was a chance. Bouncing in there, hard to control. Ah, PSG. Dude, gotta make it happen. Yeah, goal for PSG. Honestly, they gotta get this together. They can. They're PSG, damn it. The second half can be something different too. But they haven't been hungry. Chelsea smothered them whenever they had a chance. Kvaratskhelia can't step in. And here's another counter. Jesus, Pedro on the loose. Held up a little bit, but just no answer here for PSG. They're just not putting numbers forward this late into the half, Chelsea, right now. They haven't had to. The counter has been so smooth that they haven't necessarily had to commit the numbers. Palmer's done it all. Palmer, Gusto, Pedro. They've had certain key individuals that have been pushing forward and just been so clinical while doing so. But PSG can't get the cross in. Yeah, Sato getting angry again. Like, that's just a throw in, and he was getting angry over that. He's already on a yellow for dissent. Another tricky. That gets called back. Another tricky foul. And that's Caicedo get like he is going to have to be careful. He might get substituted at this rate because Sato's head might not be totally switched on right now, and that is a liability for Chelsea. So discipline again, if anything, against Chelsea right now. Are we just going to be happy that there's an Italian coach that's going to win again? 3-0 Chelsea. Oh, there was that 3-3 prediction, so second half, PSG step it up. Palmer, I'm pretty sure there was a hand on that. Still Chelsea, but that would have had to be called back, I'm pretty sure, if something happened. Last minute now, and PSG are looking in desperation and overcooking the pass. Yeah, this one's pretty much done. Oh, Mr. Kuwaiti Money Dollars there. Can't remember his name either off the top of my head. PSG owner. Uh, yeah, not looking happy. 30 seconds now. See what kind of changes they make as well. PSG. Do they go with big changes at the half? Oh, here they are now. They just this is nobody. This is nobody there at PSG. Like, ah, I'm frustrated for them, right? Because there's the half. Yeah, it's clear that PSG isn't completely switched on. Not all their players. Due, he was pretty much involved in anything that looked good for PSG. He was on. But goal by João Pedro, fed by Palmer, and Palmer with the other two goals in that half. So 3-0. Who would have thought that, man? Like, anybody here thought this was going to be the score at the half? This is an absolutely wild game, in my opinion, right now. Get the score clock ready for the next half, and we will jump into the thought mob. Give me a quick second as I organize my screens, and here we go. No, gotta change it. Wait for it. There we go. Got my screens in order. So, there we are. There we are. Possession 30% PSG, 70% Chelsea. XG 1.33, overperforming to 0.12. Shots 6-2, on target 3-2, so all on target shots, and big chances 2-0, missed 1-0. So that two of their goals weren't even considered big chances. Accurate passes 126 at 79%. That's damning as well. And oh, sorry, I was looking at PSG. Never mind. Chelsea got 0 big chances and they have 3 goals. Make that a view. 126 passes, 79% is not good for PSG. That's the midfield. Where's their midfield? When you look at 344 at 91%, that is a team that's dominating the passing game, the possession game. Other than moments of individual brilliance, which you did see a couple of little moments there, when you're looking at numbers like this, you're typically not going to score any fucking goals. PSG look like they are in a bad way right now, just looking at the numbers. Of course, the numbers don't tell the whole story, but this is one of those situations when you can pretty confidently say that it pretty much does. Out the ball, Chelsea play for a 2-5-2, 5-2-3. Nato plays as a left back. Palmer is, however, free for counters. I mean, it's all Palmer, let's be honest. Because he is everywhere. He's drifted a lot to the right. I mean, when you look at the lineup, because you're right, the lineups only tell you so much. It does transition. Well, Palmer has been on that right, but kind of alone at the same time. Fernandez and Neto have been okay. Well, let's look at the numbers, right? And that kind of tells you things as well, because I think this is another situation where the numbers are fairly accurate. So when you look at Palmer here, he's at a 9-1, Fernandez 6-1, Neto 6-7. Yeah, Palmer's been on the right, but you look at Gusto 7-8. It's pretty clear what's happened. Sancho gets it out to Gusto. Gusto puts it down, or they win it in the midfield, but it's almost always Gusto that's supporting there down the right flank and just getting it out to Palmer. Look, Sanchez, Gusto, Palmer, João Pedro. It just goes around the right side of the team. Caldwell has a 7-4 for some decent defending. Has an assist. Look, 16 for 17 accurate passes. 19 touches. 1 of 2 accurate long balls. One of them was an assist. So yeah, he released that 1 goal. Round duels 1 for 1. So decent defensively, but assisting the midfield with the passing game as well as the offense. But other than Caldwell being that outlier, if you will, Sanchez, Gusto, Palmer, João Pedro, just create a C. Goes around the team. Everyone else is just there to be pylons. More, not to say they're completely out of it, right? But even Chelsea, and this is sports. Let's get into a bit of a philosophical here. I need my wife to get me a new drink here. You have situations in sports, especially in these big games, that if 1 or 2 players step up, it elevates the entire team. And when you look at individual players here, especially Caicedo, I thought Caicedo had a particularly bad half there. He got lucky. Even Fernandes, there was a couple of lucky calls where they slid into things. They weren't getting called on that. But if I was just to look at, say, Caicedo or Fernandes or James, any of these guys, I mean, they were there. They played a game. They didn't really do anything. If everyone on Chelsea was playing at the same level as Fernandes today, this game would be 0-0. Or PSG might even be winning. But they have a few individuals today that showed the hell up to play. And that was Sanchez with a few great saves. Gusto with an assist, a couple decent 50-50 wins. Palmer with a goal, or 2 goals and an assist. And Pedro, I mean, just the feat, again, from Palmer. That is to say that because there are individuals, about half of Chelsea has shown up today, that there is hope. You just need to exploit the weaknesses. But we'll take a look here at Chelsea. And their numbers are shit. Their highest is 6-5 by Doué. 6-8 Neves, okay. I mean, this is a team where nobody's shown the fuck up. And all they need, like, Doué's been there. Sure. Hakimi has been involved. But I'm reaching, you know what I'm saying? I'm reaching. Like, Doué, for all intents and purposes, should have scored. At least had that shot on net. But this is not a team that is clicking right now. All you need, especially this side where your better players are, Hakimi got a 5-4. I mean, he's a defender and they're down 3-0. Okay. I mean, but Hakimi isn't a great defensive right back. He's more an offensive right back. He's there to contribute to the offense, which there has not been any. This is one of those situations where if you can get Hakimi, Neves, Doué to start clicking a little bit, that's attacking the weak side of Chelsea. Assuming there's no big changes for either team, that's the play. These guys that are sort of clicking, get them moving. Get them going on that flank. And look, you got 2 yellow cards on that flank right there. Pressure them. Get them into a mistake. Something will open up. I mean, certainly if the rest of the team woke the fuck up and started doing something, that would help. But point being, you only need a couple of dudes to really start clicking, and make this happen and get this game to really open up and make a competition of it. Because you look at the scoreline and people are like, oh, Maresca, masterclass, he's doing great. He's just got individuals turned the fuck on right now. Talked about it earlier in the first half. I'm convinced it's a mentality thing. It's not so much both these Chelsea PSG. We're talking about the best teams in the world, right? Best types of coaching, best types of players, best organization. We can get into the nitty gritty, and I'm sure if Dave and Dash were here, they would start nerding out on tactics and strategy and formations and this and that. By the time your players hit the pitch, or whatever sport, like if you're racing and you're on the starting line, if you're in hockey, you're on the ice, football, you're on the field, whatever it is, when you have initiated the sport and that timer goes off, it's all in your head at that point. All your training, all your conditioning, whatever you've done, you've done. What's in your head? What's your hunger? What do you have left? And I hate to say it, but Cole Palmer took the fucking cereal bowl off his head, finished his haircut, and now he's eating PSG out of that same bowl. Defend this man, shut him the fuck down, and start being a little bit sure in attack. Get physical in midfield, win those 50-50. Get that ball up to Neves. Get it up to Dewey. Get them shooting. And so, okay, I'm half watching. I was looking over. So Sal says this halftime show makes 0 sense. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's stop talking about footy. Let's start talking about shitty halftime shows. What the fuck is going on, Sal? So once again, I do not know who these people are that are performing right. And by people, it's just going to be a single artist and everyone else behind them doing all the work at zero credit for anything, which is the problem with music these days. It's just an individual and not like an actual group of people that work together to create a product. Fuck other people. I'm an individual. That's music today, individualism. So what is this bitch's name? I have no clue. Sal, can you help me out? This is America. This is your country. I don't want to see any of this shit in any of my sports if it was up to me. But how else are you going to get people that don't care about sports to watch sports? I don't know. Tell them to watch America's Got Talent. Do they have to throw America's Got Talent into our halftime shows? Look, the stadium is... Everyone's out getting a beer right now. Nobody gives a flying fuck about the performance that's going on right now. Maybe a couple of the wives, as the guys went to go get some more beers, and the wives are out there, like, watching this bitch. I don't fucking know. Reggaeton? Isn't that a type of music? That's not the band itself. That's the type of music, is it not? Or is there... Okay, there's a reggaeton lento? Is that a person? Yeah, it's Latin. I guess there's the Latin connection. I just don't know. Yeah, Caribbean Latin. Okay, so it's a style of music. I mean, she's kind of hot. I'm not going to complain about that. But it's just... Call me a curmudgeon. Call me old school. Call me whatever you want. What the... Hold on. What is going on now? The musical act has just changed. I don't know who this guy is either. Is this an extended halftime show as well? Oh, I have to sit live through an extended halftime show of a bunch of musical acts that I have zero fucking fucks to give. Oh boy. Okay, although the Robbie Lawler opening song sucked you. Is that who it was, Robbie Lawler? I was trying to figure out who that was. Oh, Robbie Lawler. Is it? No. Or did I miss that? Says Robbie Lawler's an MMA guy? I really need somebody that's a lot more hip on the stream right now. I don't know what the fuck. Opening song was worse. Robbie Williams. Oh, Robbie Williams. Okay, yes. I knew I recognized him. Okay. Fucking with me, Sal. Yeah, because he did the F1 thing. He did like the closing thing for the F1 75th anniversary production. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on with that one either. He's been washed out for 30 years, let's be honest. Oh yeah, look at that guy with no arm just like totally macking up on that reggaeton girl. You go, you get it. But yeah, this is just a fucking dance party. Saying Robbie Williams. I always think of Robin Williams. Let's do it. Let's look at Robbie Williams. Here he is. Oh, this is Lawson. Robbie Williams. Yeah, this guy. That's right. I used him for one of our shows. Yeah, let's see. No. Let's see. I gotta use this one. Let's go to my channel. I'm gonna find out which show I did. Videos. I know I have Robbie Williams in here somewhere. There he is. It was an After Dark podcast. Sunday League shoes and the F-175. Yeah. Yeah, because that's when the F-175 came out 4 months ago. Who the hell is Robbie Williams? They need Metallica, yes. They should. Where did Metallica just play? Or are they gonna play? They're gonna be, I think it's the Bahraini Grand Prix. One of the Middle Eastern Grand Prix, whichever one it is, they're gonna be on. Oh, beautiful. Here's my new drink. Thank you. It's blue this time. I went from red drink to blue drink. Yeah, Coldplay does suck. Were they playing too? I can't stand Coldplay. Why do they call bands like Coldplay, Oasis, U2, these fucking British bands? Yeah, I'm gonna shit on British people again. They call it rock. It's not rock. Rock has an edge, has a bit of anger to it, some energy. This is just a bunch of grown men crying about whatever. It's not. Yeah, they were at Aussie's farewell. So it's the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. There you go. Thank you, Eddie. But yeah, there was that big Aussie farewell tour at Villa Stadium last weekend, and Metallica was there. Yes, pop music with guitars. I hated Coldplay when it first came out in the 2000s, and people were losing their shit over it. Like, oh, Coldplay is like, it's so depressing. Like, we just got out of the 90s when it was all depressing. And then Coldplay, and you want more of it? It's not even alternative. Alternative rock is like Our Lady Peace. Like maybe even Soundgarden is on the other edge. Like close. Bush. Alternative rock is still rock. You know? Coldplay is just some shit that you listen to in an elevator right after your girlfriend just dumped you. You're just there crying in a corner in an elevator. Geezer Butler had to ruin the show for me. He had And as Villa base, and I was reminded of Louise. Oh, yeah, that's on you though. I guess can't think of Louise all the time. Turn your people to think about, anyways. No more halftime shows. I know, like I've been waffling on for so long now, man. Like, let's give me some fucking football. What are we here to do? Watch some football or watch Robbie Williams have a stroke? Joe Satriani sued them? I don't know that story. Tell me that story. And LJJ watched my video yesterday. Thank you. Any comments on it? Anything else on that? Chelsea kicking PSG like a racehorse. Who could have seen this? Like, I'm screwing up. Could have seen this. I like it though. Couldn't have seen it. Yes, none of us would have seen this. But are we enjoying it? I don't know. I want more of a game. When it's neutral, when I'm calling it, I obviously want it to be a little more even. This one isn't as good as the red drink. Disappointing. Yeah, so if you didn't catch yesterday's show, we did another After Dark finally. We were doing them every week. It was a bit much. So we're going to try to do one for you once a month. I still have it up here. Since we're here it is Trauma Tingles. That's our latest, recorded 2 days ago, released it yesterday. It's about Dash breaking up again. So as you can see, the After Dark pod, the Trauma Tingles, and more reasons why Dash is still single. There's a couple of these on reasons why Dash is still single. Let's see. Where's the last one? Here. Caramel Macchiatos and other reasons Dash is single. There you go. So if you want to know why Dash is single, you just got to listen to the After Dark podcast. Holy fuck, guys. This halftime show. This is what's wrong with football. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, filed a copyright infringement lawsuit against Coldplay, claiming that their hit song Viva La Vida copied substantial portions of his 2004 instrumental track If I Could Fly. I'll have to listen to both of those. Obviously can't do that on the air. Yeah, because Ed Sheeran too just went through one of those. I know he won that one. But once again, English people, you're just not original. You have to take over other countries and steal their shit to get anything cool. Just stop making your own thing. You had a couple cool dudes in the 60s and 70s when acid was a thing. And you guys created like a lot of good rock and roll, Brit rock. But ever since you guys got off the acid and just started crying in the corner, gotten real shit. So take the bull off your head, get a real haircut, and stop crying and calling it rock music. That's my take. Tell me I'm wrong. All right. It looks like players are finally on the pitch again. I'll get the scoreboard ready after this extended halftime show. Let's go. Let's effing go, boys. Come on. Oh, Chelsea's not even on the pitch yet. What are we waiting for? And that's the problem, though, LJJ. He's saying, enjoy your free time, Dash. Dash doesn't have free time. He spends so much time working and being a corporate shrill that he doesn't have enough time for love. He's not even here. He's at work right now. That's why he's not here. He's always working. When Dave asked this morning if we were going to do this show, he didn't even reply because he was probably already working. All right, kick this off, boys. Let's go. Waiting all day. Hope they don't pull this shit next year. Of course they are. You can. It's in America next year. Of course they are. They're going to do even more of it. They even said that they. All right, there's a whistle. Patinia just boots it downfield right off the go. Okay, I guess that's the way to start. Booting it away. Time synced up. And then Chelsea just roll it down the other way. So at this rate, this game's gonna be after 5 once this is done. Like that's assuming it finishes at the 90. I guess when they pay or when they charge $2,000 for a ticket, you kind of want a shitty reggaeton show in between to get your money's worth, right? That's one thing, again, I'm going to have to hand to F1. Never been to any of their races yet, unfortunately, but just looking at the venues and what happens. German Day was talking about it a couple weeks ago because he went to Austria. But yeah, there's just so many events. Like it's a whole weekend, musical acts, shows, simulators, everything. But here's PSG. Can't get it through. Oh, man, it was looking good for a second. Not to be. Did your Liverpool really lose to this PSG? No, PSG just did not show it. Like, PSG's got a really good team. It just sometimes I have to say it. Any given Sunday, you just don't know it. But Chelsea, I mean, Chelsea is definitely on the up and up. Kvaratskhelia cutting in. Oh, big rebound. Cleared off though. Still PSG. Hakimi can't control though. Sanchez. Listen, if Palmer isn't the one completely lighting it up today with absolute brilliant goals, because as it stands now, Palmer is the man of the match. But Sanchez, yeah, he definitely needs to be talked about. Depending how this goes, he might become the man of the match if PSG continue the onslaught throughout the next 45. Yeah, Chelsea's counter has obviously been on fire. But PSG's counter should technically be pretty dangerous. And that being down 3-0, though, it's Chelsea's to lose. They're going to play a lot more conservatively. It's going to be that much harder now for PSG to do the breakdown. And that's really the issue is that they lost it in the first half. And then oh, come on. Not a fan of that foul. Little shove. Light. And this is where I start to get concerned with the refereeing. I don't like this whole ref differently in different parts of the game. Even just different halves. Does he let it play out in the first half and now a late call? And there's been a couple late calls, so I'm not appreciating entirely the refereeing so far. I mean, he's managed the game. It's been okay. I just hate late fouls like that. Imagine being Sanchez winning a final 3-0 against the keeper who's supposed to replace you. Yeah, I guess allegedly. The rumors. But definitely some credence. Maybe hush the naysayers. Listen, Donnaruma's a good keeper. Is he worth the... Hold on now. Batinia doesn't see it all the way through. Kevin Scalia trying to win it back, though. Palmer's on him. So how much was that transfer now? I got to look for Donnarumma. Let me look it up quickly so I have the right numbers. Yeah, it was a lot. So we market value was as high as 65. 60, okay. Paris paid 60 off AC Milan. Highest market value was 65. Yeah, and that's the thing. Is he worth that kind of cash? His current market value, however, is sitting down at 40. Do you recall what the rumors were? How much Chelsea were? Oh, what a save! What a save by Sanchez! Holy shit! How did that one not go in? Sanchez, like I said, might just be the man of the match after this one. I would say 2 out-and-out saves. Like clear scoring chances. Again, just getting the hand on it. Big, strong hands. But yeah, does anybody know what the numbers are that Chelsea's looking for Donnarumma? How much they're offering? And how much is he getting paid? That's the next thing. And he is making 18.2. That is not worth it. No. 350 grand a week? No. No. Spending $50 million for a top goalkeeper, all right, but then paying him 18. And that's the problem with Donnarumma, is that his price is massively inflated. And no, he is not worth it. He's a great goalkeeper, but not worth that kind of money. PSG, though, they're still going at it. Kvaratskhelia can't get through. It's out for a corner. Yeah, let's be easy on Donnarumma, though. He hasn't actually played bad. Like, he's always corrected the right way. He's always been generally the right direction. Those shots were, for the most part, unstoppable. Like, do not discredit the kind of shots that went into the back of the net today. Due from downrange and just puts it wide. Because let's pose this question. If Sanchez had to face those exact same shots in those exact same situations, would he have saved any of those 3? Pedro gets hauled down, goes down easy. No penalty. Absolutely not. Get the fuck up, you bitch. That is not a penalty. That is All acting. I don't want to see it. Ref doesn't want to see it. Let's go. PSG trying to move it upfield now. And all those, I'd say all those shots, but like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to take away from Donnarumma. Yeah, he's the last line of defense. It's 3-0. Nobody was saving that. Maybe one of the three, perhaps. Better positioning, better reading of the game. Maybe, you know? Because the shots that Sanchez has saved now, although great saves, absolutely, have not been tucked away just quite as nicely in that far corner as the ones that Donnarumma has had to go up against. Now, I'll counterpoint myself a little bit there. Donnarumma can be streaky. I mean, any goalkeeper can. But once again, when you're talking about how much hype he has, how much he's worth, how much he gets paid, yeah, it's hard to justify. Yeah, showing the replay goes down way too easily. There's a bit of a tug, sure, but goes down way too easily. And I hate when they complain about it. Just shut up and play. He felt the tug and he went down. Think about all those goals that could have been scored if Buddy stayed on his feet. Getting to that point in the half now. First dozen or so minutes, that initial burst settling down. Two teams are kind of going back and forth for a little bit. So PSG can kind of take the slower pace to their advantage now, because that is a bit more their style, it seems, today. But they clearly need to do something a little more. As I say that, they kick it out of bounds. Barcola, finally. Kvaratskhelia coming off. Barcola has, in my opinion, had a better tournament. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia wasn't really doing it. See what he can offer, though. Barcola did start every match, though, so probably some fatigue there. You would like to think Kvaratskhelia could have offered some more, but was not to be. And here's Enzo. He trips himself up, and he's going to cry a little bit about it. And it's PSG. Hakimi now, countering it up. Got to do this quicker, though. They've been too slow on the counter. Neves does well to flick it back. Keeps control from downtown again. And these low percentage shots are not going in. Bettini this time cuts it wide. Enzo, though, apparently is still down. Is he still down? No. Looks like they're continuing on here. No, he is still down. All right. Got back. He's holding his ham, and ref is offering him a hand, telling him to get up. Is he good? Is he not good? Are you going to play some ball or what, buddy? And cut it. Oh, can't get at the end of a foot there. Does Sanchez get anything on that? Defended, though. I think it's another corner. Yes, there's a foot on the end of that one. So it is another corner. Enzo is coming off. He is done. Just a bit of cramping over there. He's frustrated with himself. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're a bitch, I suppose. Andre Santos coming on for him. Enzo hasn't had a great game. If anybody was to go down for Chelsea, this is probably one of the better ones today, I would have to say. He's did more crying than playing football. Let's see how Santos does. He looks 21-year-old, probably has a little more to prove today, right? So one baby off the field, hopefully not another one coming on. PSG doesn't get that corner away the way they want, but maintain the possession here. Further up the pitch, Vitinha curling and puts a heavy touch out of bounds. LJJ would say Kvara was invisible, but when he did have the ball, he wasn't beating his man. He was certainly given the opportunities, but didn't take advantage of those opportunities. Yeah, fairly one-dimensional. He's a very classic winger. And I mean, I hate to say it, but when you're playing a game like this, where your defense, in this case Chelsea's defense, pretty much has you all figured out and marked up, unless your winger is like prolific enough to beat his man, like Palmer has today, or has a deft cross, which Kvara did not give today either. Yeah, you're just not. You're going to be invisible, and that's exactly what happened. He was marked up. He couldn't beat his man. Didn't offer anything. Oh, another little tussle here. Tempers flaring. Yeah. Okay. Palmer gives a shove and is like, oh, what? Yeah. Let's see what happened here again. Wasn't much there. I don't know what the argument was about. Football players, right? Both teams one substitution each, and it's PSG just slowing the ball up again when they're on the attack. This is not going to do. Just a shout of their former self, PSG here. Hakimi working the midfield. Doué cuts it through, doesn't get anything, and he's down on the ground now. He gets back up. Oh, Cucurella taken down by Hakimi. Was that just a slap in the face? I'd like to see the replay on that. It was a weird contact. There was a bit of distance between the two. I do like how Trump and Melania there. I don't know if they know what the fuck is going on. I mean, Chelsea just have to play trash ball for the next 25 or so minutes, right? Trump have fat legs. Okay. Sure, I guess. He's not the healthiest dude in the world. It's Chelsea, though, with the possession now. Donald and Malaria. Just wondering where Juve is. Yeah, where's my team? I would love if it was the Women's World Cup or something and Trump had to show up for that. You know, with the comments. he has made. Maresca close to adding international trophy for Chelsea, Conference League, and Club World Cup. Add that to Di Matteo winning UCL, Sarri winning Europa League, and Yali winning the UEFA Cup, UEFA Super Cup. Oh, you got like the whole Chelsea trophy cabinet on list here. Yeah, just surprising, right? Like, and this wasn't to say that it was out of the realm of possibility for Chelsea to have won today, but such a dominant performance over what has been a dominant PSG. Oh, you're talking about the Italian coaching pedigree. Yes, yes, I see where you're going with that. Absolutely. Yeah, you're talking about Italian coaches. Italian connections within Chelsea winning cups. Gotcha. All right, so Bettini gets a free kick. You're gonna have to start taking advantage of these, and it's caught. Sanchez taking charge of the box. So 2/3 of the game done. Who is the man of the match at this point? Palmer, Sanchez. Maybe I'll have to make that. Is there any? I'll make a poll. How about that? But is there any other names that I should add player of the match today between Palmer and Sanchez? João Pedro is now coming off. Trump being there, yeah, it is almost his 1 year anniversary of almost being assassinated. Did we do a call in that day? Man, you have a good memory. I don't remember specifically that day. Like, I obviously remember it happening. The lap is the one to come in. Palmer getting his foot. Like, just, he's everywhere today, Palmer. Okay. So I'll make a poll right now. It's honestly Palmer or Sanchez. I couldn't say anybody else who would really. Oh, and here we go. A big save by Donnarumma. The lap comes on and instantly putting shot on target. Yeah, that's a good save by Donnarumma. Yeah, there's also this top fans thing that's going on with live shows on YouTube. I don't know if you guys can see that. How much XP you get, but you get XP now for interacting on live chat. And when I click on it here, we have Kribisibi in first at 125. Dan Davenport still in second. He hasn't shown up in a little while. Who's here early game, guys? You got to keep it up. But I'm gonna put a poll on for everyone. Watch the count. Corner. Chelsea. Turning the screw. And Donnarumma gets the punch away. That's right. It's the Panini player of the match. All right, there's the poll. It's up. I'm kind of split at the moment. And there's the cool and break. Perfect time to get the poll going. That's why you remember Sal. I guess that's a good connection to make to remember important dates. So the final hydration match, or yeah, it's not going to go to extra time, is it? This is the final hydration break of the. Now that's funny. Just to point it out, on the TV it says cooling break. On the jumbotron, big screen in the stadium, there it says hydration break. Just looking for some consistency. PSG still have 4 changes. 20 minutes left in this match. It also sort of shows that the depth of PSG might not necessarily be there. That is one thing with Chelsea, is they have a roster. Looking at Palmer again. Just, oh my God. And just nobody's marking him. Making it easy for him. He created that space himself, though, so not to take that away. But look at the poll. So far, it's Palmer 100% with 1 vote. So you guys got to do better and get in there and vote. But one person thinks Palmer's the man of the match. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until maybe 5 minutes left to vote. Palmer or Sanchez? Because here's the thing, is that if Sanchez didn't make some of those early changes or saves, would Palmer be getting the space that he was getting? As Chelsea tried to open up and get something back. I don't know. All those what ifs. Palmer's eating an energy bar. And there is changes here. So Doué is looking like he's coming off now. 3 changes, I believe. Hakimi, Doué, and Ruiz are all off. Waiting to see the names coming on. Gonzalo Ramos, Mayulu, and Zaire Emery. Being fresh legs, now's the time. Gotta make it happen. Ruiz should have been yellow carded. What did he do now? What play was that? I think maybe there might have been too many yellow cards this game for what was going on. $73 minutes. So that was almost a full 3 minutes, I would say, of cooling break. Half-hour halftime show. Because it says halftime doesn't mean it has to be half hour. Man, that was bad. And here's the thing, like these big open stadiums, the sound is bad anyways, especially for a quick pop-up thing like that. It doesn't even sound that great. Champions League final, they did Lincoln Park for the opening ceremonies. I really do like Lincoln Park. New Lincoln, old Lincoln, I don't really care. I like them both. I watched the replay of that on YouTube. It's not good. I posted it up in the Discord as well. Speaking of which, Discord guys, get down in the description. Click on the video down in the description. You will see links there for Discord. There's 110 members on the Discord, man. Like, we're chatting all the time. Buddy, obviously, but F1, all kinds of racing, WWE in there, all kinds of sport, all the different sports. Everything's going bullshit, food, pets, everything you want. That's where the community hangs out. So definitely get down in that Discord. And if you do join, say hello. Everyone else gives like a good welcome, and then sometimes people are just like radio silence. It's like, hey, if you're gonna come say hello, that's all we're asking. Come say hello. See if you like it or not. Oh, I almost can't get that. Play is continuing on here. PSG has to get something fed through. Oh! No, the ball. Put it on the net. Oh, is that a hand? I don't think they're going to call that. And Kukurea goes down, and there's a foul. Out Nevich taking down Kukurea. Oh my god, this is hilarious. He literally picked Kukurea off the ground trying to get him up. Oh my lord. That's hilarious shit. Well, he's back up on his feet. Kukurea is obviously okay. No, that's not going to be a handball. Hands nice and tight into the body. Yeah, Kukurea sold it up. I don't know. That's not a big fan of him. Reece James, get him off the pitch, man. There's the substitution. Not the first time Reece James has been on the ground. Dewsbury Hall. Choose a name, buddy. I hate these hyphenated names too. I'm just gonna bitch about everything at this point because this game, doing the halftime show and all the bitching and it's. Yeah, I'm gonna make fun of your name at this point. I'm gonna make fun of Cole Palmer's haircut and Dewsbury Hall because, I mean, he can't just choose one, man. Just choose one. What is with the French? At least like the Quebec French here in Canada, they do it a lot. No, not so much the real French. And then the English. Just choose a name. It's not hard. Like, look, Reece James, he chose a name. He chose 2 first names. In fact, his first name's more of a last name. But at least he chose a name. And now he's going to sit his ass down with a guy that can't choose a name. So, I'll tell you who's better. And Goku's also coming on. Interesting. People are going for Sanchez for the man of the match, eh? Get in there, though. Get the votes. Yeah, they're really dragging this on at this point. Just a bunch of time wasting. Chelsea's got this one in the bag. At this point, I don't think PSG has even a goal in them. It'd be really hard. With 13 minutes, they're not getting shit. Not the way Sanchez has been playing. There you go. Vote. Vote for player of the match. Michelob Ultra, superior player of the match. Where does the superior player of the match come from? Like, I'd understand if it was like Michelob Superior. Seems like a bit of a marketing miss. So all these games, the teams, big and small, losing big. Really would have liked to see some fight from PSG today. Bettini is trying to work it. Can't get through. Can't make it happen himself. Scrappy in the midfield again. It was PSG's way this time. Barcola looking. If anybody, I would have expected him to put a shot in the arm for PSG and ignite something. They're still held to the outside of the box. Chelsea digging in deep. Anyway. Yeah, they can't even get a crosses in. This is a bad luck now. And ESG just look defeated. This is the epitome of getting dismantled right now. Nothing's working. Oh, no one delapse, let alone. Oh, almost sneaks it. Gets a corner, but almost snuck that one in for a fourth. How would that have felt? My lord. And this is it for PSG. After that great run, and I guess the question will now remain: does PSG continue to perform despite this setback? Is it Chelsea's turn to take the mantle and carry it forward? Or is this literally just a one-off match for both teams? Nothing is working as Vitinha tries to work his way through and puts it out of bounds. I mean, his effort today has been good, but completely clogged, suffocated, given nothing to work with. Chelsea are not opposed to looking for a fourth here. That's a huge tug. And the yellow goes to Caldwell. I think they're. Oh, Caicedo's having words. He's already on a yellow. Yeah, I don't know why Caldwell got. Oh, whistle gone. Play quickly now in the scrum, and PSG have a bit of space. Barcola. Oh, puts the two direct. Short corner up high, and Sanchez with a relatively easy catch that time. PSG using the chaos to their advantage on that play, but it just doesn't result in a goal. Yeah, Caldwell going back to that play, there was nothing but tug. Nothing but tug on that play. He's definitely deserving of the yellow. And it was so deep, still in the defensive zone, that it was unnecessary. I guess there's 10 minutes left. Last game of a tournament, you can take a yellow. Sure. I just don't know if that was really the best time to do it. Again, you're up 3 now. It's just unnecessary. Matter at the end of the. I mean, 8 minutes left. That yellow goes away, right? It doesn't matter. The player of the match, still Sanchez. Sanchez over Palmer. The guy with the palm saves or the guy with the palm head? That was a bad joke. There's another foul. Chelsea again. All they're doing at this point is slowing up the game. Whatever momentum PSG might. I mean, they don't have any momentum, but they're making sure of it. Dembele, he's been mostly absent from tonight. Well, Cocorella, he's rolling all over the place. Was there even anything? And there's a yellow. Who's that going to? João Neves. What happened there? Oh, some Cocorella's just rolling around. Happened at the bottom of the screen there off the play. Palmer for Ballon d'Or. Oh, a hair pull. I mean, that's what you get when you have a perm, dude. Like, cut the hair. Fuck. I mean, yeah, it's a yellow card. You're gonna pull some dude's hair, but why do you have that much, like, curly ass? I don't know. I don't like Cucurella. Oh, they're gonna look at it. They're gonna give him a red on this one. Yes. All downhill. Are you saying the After Dark episode's on PEDs? Is that what you're trying to say? I was just a little tug. Yeah, just a little tug on the perm. Let's see what the ref does here on this. I mean, it probably should be a red. Yeah. Yep. 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 Oh, you want us to do an After Dark episode on peds in football? Our After Darks usually have nothing to do with football. That's kind of the whole point of the After Dark. It's actually just kind of shoot the shit and have like us when we're not doing the football shit, just kind of us hanging out. Because we are more than football. And that's what we do try to offer to our listeners, right? Is more than just the same old cut and paste football shit. That we actually have some sort of like outside knowledge and hobbies and just worldliness, I suppose, to kind of hash off each other. And there's another foul. Caicedo this time. Give him a red. No. That has never come out. Of course, Dal, you're the one to talk about the Peds. Is that an issue right now in football, generally speaking? I know it's always an issue. Well, points. And Dash is the one on the Peds, anyways. All his injuries, all his stem cells, he's getting injected into him and shit. It is a free kick for 15, you know. I mean, this is over. Taken short again and doesn't get through the wall. Yeah, I mean, footy in general isn't that bad for doping, considering how big it is. Depending on the sports you're talking about, of course, and the era. I feel like it's almost regulated to the point. Yeah, it just seems like it's a lot more either just swept under the rug or legitimately under control as compared to like especially like the 80s. The bigger issue I feel in sports isn't even so much the Peds, is when we're talking about like gender reassignment issues. You know? And Trump is in the house. You have a theory that Juventus are shit because their steroid cycles are shit. I mean, there's really no way to know one way or the other there, right? Oh, that ball almost leaks through. Can't buy one. Even a man down. Can get a little lucky one there for PSG. They're gonna get blanked out here with a minute to go. PSG hype will cool down a little bit after this. But yeah, then the Chelsea hype's gonna there's just gonna be hype. There's always hype. Can they get a fourth one here? Nope. Not when you're going in with the studs like that. Another free kick. No card though. Oh, yeah, that's high. It's on the knee. Ramos getting away with it. See how much they add on here. At least probably 3 for the cooling break. 5. And there was more stoppages in the second half and less time given than the. But hey, I don't make the rules. It's Fatinia down. Yeah, this is. I mean, we just got to play out this last 5 minutes. Nothing's gonna happen. We're getting chippy here. PSG down a man. You're not gonna do anything at this point. Catch him sleeping, maybe. Get something funny. Ball is bouncing around. No control though. Just boot it out. Operation Pearl doping case, really good. I don't know that one. Why do you know so much about drugs, Dal? There's a whole Wikipedia on it. Oh, it's still unfinished. Really? It started in 2006 and still going on? Oh, cyclists, yes. In cycling, that was a big thing. Yeah, probably about 20 years ago. I remember all that. Oh, the pharmacist, yeah. Well, you should come on then and do the show with us. You can come on as our expert. Because I am not really qualified to get into pharmaceuticals. That's a few years of university level education that I do not have. What's the money? If you're down, I mean, sure. Fuck. If you want to come on, man, we can do a show. That's a good yeah, honestly, at the Club World Cup, there might be some space just to do fun shows like. Definitely talk to the boys. That's something we can certainly do. Because outside of transfer news, let's be fair, what's really going to be happening from now until like mid-late August? Not a whole lot. Unless the transfer market goes insane. Which it may. I don't expect it to go absolutely insane. There's going to be a couple bits of news. But honestly, yeah, outside of that, there's always room for an extra little show here and there. Let me make my get some information. Absolutely. That could be a fun one. Especially just like when we have Sal, right? Like he's our financial expert. He's in the business. He's got the stocks. He's got all that information. We love to do stuff like that because we only know so much. Our expertise is, like you can't be an expert at everything. You got to get the community involved. Liverpool, 70% of them got diagnosed with asthma. Is that the current team or that's a previous team? You're obviously really in tune with this kind of shit. Oh, there's another big contact. Mendez in the books. Yeah, this is what like watching South American football at this point. What's worse, oil one winning CWC or EP? I don't know, Jeff. I don't know the answer to that one. That's why I'm pretty neutral. I kind of wanted PSG just to have that swan song, winning everything in 1 year. Kind of be. It would have been. It would have been cool under Klopp. Okay. Foxy, I didn't know that. Well, give me some. Yeah, send me some information. What socials are you on? Any of the socials? And got to be a way to talk to you offline. And use. Oh, I see. If they're diagnosed with asthma, then you can use those inhalers to open up. Yes, I see where you're going. Very smart. Very smart. All right, there's 5 minutes. Whistle any moment now. There it is. That's the Club World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0, Chelsea, and of course, their Premier League. I kind of wish now that I'm thinking about it, I think it would have been better if PSG won, because now I have to hear about all the Premier League saying about how great they are. It is what it is. It's not us. It's not Juve. It's Chelsea. What did I mean? That was a blowout. Nobody expected this. Palmer ends up coming 10 votes. It goes 6-4. I was on the fence. I ended up going Sanchez, but it goes Palmer, man of the match. It was that was tight. Oh, Donnarumma! There's still a fight going on. Luis Enrique is in there. Oh yeah. Oh, we're getting a scrum. Nothing will happen of this. They're breaking everyone apart. And Maresca's talking to Donnarumma right now, telling him to chill out. Oh man, giving him a hug, getting all Italian about it. I like how you chat on Discord, but you're on TikTok. I mean, you obviously picked your poison. Oh, I missed something. Someone happened with Enrique there. Yeah, PSG is upset after this one. Oh wow. Yeah, Maresca's trying to control his own players now. I mean, this should be a point of celebration, and they're just fighting. Okay, so some of the players are chill. He's all right. He's got it under control. That's good. They can celebrate. That's a little unnecessary at this point. Okay. Okay, 30. So that's what you need to do. 30 putts. I don't know. Is this something we can talk about on a live? Just how to take. Yeah, maybe we won't talk about inhalers and steroids and all that unless we've set it up in a proper medical context for the people. Insta, yeah. Okay, yeah, our Instagram, it's down in the description. Hit us up on Instagram if you don't already. And that will be the way we talk. As for everyone, Instagram, X, Discord, Spotify, all those links are down in the description. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Like and subscribe to the video. I might as well get rid of this. Go back full screen. I gotta head out. I have family over, but we are back tomorrow on Monday. We're not gonna do a live tomorrow. We're gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna try a 20-minute video or so. We'll try something different, anyways. But After Dark, already out, released yesterday. A nice 1 hour, just shoot the shit. Me, Dave, Dash, just having fun with it. Tomorrow was going to be the Euro dive. We're going to do a pre-record, get something just a nice little package for you, a nice shorter one. And then again, Wednesday or Thursday, however our schedule works out, we will go back live for the Juve Essentials. Other than that, everyone, thank you so much to watch the Premier League embarrass PSG 3-0. That's part of what we're talking about tomorrow with the boys. We'll get it out to you tomorrow night. Otherwise, I mean, that's it. I gotta go back to my family, do the Sunday thing, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you midweek. see you later. Catch you on the next one. Thank you so much once again. Peace out.